Introducing Larry D. Reid.
All right, I hope that you are able to hear me. Let me check something here. I'm gonna get here. That's better angle. Hello, my name is Larry D. Reid, and I'm the host of Larry Reid Live, and I'm coming to you in my bedroom. I am not on the set, um, but I'm in my bedroom in my pajamas, and I just want to talk to you guys for a little bit. I normally would have went on with just patrons. Um, if you are watching me, you can be a part of the patron community. That's patreon.com/Larry Live. Y'all drop that in there. If you drop it in there, then they'll be able to click the link. And so let them click that link and come on over there and be a part of Patreon, because and if this end up going wrong, which I do not perceive it going wrong, because I already done all my crying and done all of that kind of stuff. So I just want to have a conversation. If it go wrong, that's where I'm gonna go retreat to, and be there so I can do all. I I can be any kind of way over there, and that's Patreon, patreon.com/Larry Reid Live. So sign up over there. Once again, those of you that are coming in, I'm in my bedroom and I'm in my pajamas. This is not how the show normally looks. I do want to say to all of you that are here that don't want to miss any Larry lives, two things you need to do tonight. And being that, what was it, IG and Facebook that went out earlier this week, I hope y'all haven't forgot about that. That was all a prophetic sign of what will probably be happening for weeks on end, especially when there is a need to shut out our communication and gain some kind of control and power over what is happening in social media. Social media, it was never the plan for social media to become what it has become. And now it is a power in of itself. And that is a problem for powers that be. So we will see shutdowns, blackouts again. So that was a warning. So if you want to stay connected to me, first of all, let me say I have built several infrastructures outside of Larry Live so I can stay in contact with all of you guys. So text the word Larry Reid Live with no spaces to 33222. That way, I will be able to text you and tell you where I'm going live at. That's the first thing you can do. Second thing you can do is to download the Larry Reid Live app. Because once you download that app and it's on your phone, I will be able to start sending you notifications. And so in that notification, I can tell you anything. And so, or notify you of anything. So make sure, number one, you have text Larry Live to 33222, because you may wake up one day and Facebook is out for weeks. YouTube is out for weeks. IG is out for weeks on end. And you still going to want to be able to come over here and chat and have a conversation. So you need to make sure that you are connected to the community. Patreon.com is a subscriber-based site. So go to patreon.com/Larry Reid Live, and we can stay connected over there too. We got to start building. All you content creators in churches, everything, don't be relying on Facebook and everything else. I have my own website. I can go live like this on my own website. Already built it out and got our own personal private server. So we're set up for the future, and I hope you are too. Okay, so I want to share something with you. Today is Octo. Octo is 8. The day today is the 8th. So that's the 8th. You know, over here, whenever we do donations over here, we always do it in the 8th. And the reason why that we do it in the 8th is because 8 and 12 are the numbers that I am born for, and they follow me wherever I go. So I just ask you that when you donate, to do it in the 8s and to do it in the 12s. I had planned on November the 12th releasing a single, and going back and forth with the aggregator, things didn't go right, and the original date that I had chose was October the 8th. That's 8/8. But I wanted to change that to give me more time to do something else. That didn't go through, and lo and behold, I woke up last night. Well, before I went to bed last night, I saw that my new single, my first gospel single that I had wrote, first gospel single that I I will be releasing to gospel radio, had hit. So that's how my day really started. And I said, I said, okay, that's different. That's strange because this aggregator I've been using for years and they always get it right. Well, there was one other time they got it wrong. And I said, okay, all right. Well, that's fine. All right. The blood is out. Let me tell everybody the blood is out. New gospel single, surprise. New gospel single, surprise, everybody. I'm releasing a gospel single, surprise. And that was that. Patrons already knew about the single, had heard the single, saw when I was working with it and everything. But it was not supposed to be coming out today, so it was a surprise to them as well. So it's Friday. So being that we are creating something and doing something in Charlotte, North Carolina, I was going to go to the apartment in Charlotte. It's Friday. That's what I do. I was not on set today. I don't have to go to set until next week sometime. You know, I'm working on I'm in a series that's going to be coming to your TV. So I was just able to not have to be concerned about the set. So I was going to Charlotte. But when I woke up, and if you watch me, this didn't happen to me last weekend, but the weekend before last, it happened to me. And whenever I feel like I'm not going to go, it's always something happens. That particular weekend is when that Kelly Price stuff started. And I haven't created a space to do a proper studio in Charlotte yet. So I would have needed to be here to do the show. I just felt like there was a topic I needed to be in my for real studio. And lo and behold, that popped off. I'd done like 3 lives back to back that whole weekend. So I felt the same way this morning. I had told my friend Shamako, I told him, I said, I got that same feeling that I got that weekend. I said something was going to happen. It's like I'm waiting around for something that's going to transpire. Something's going to happen. And so that was that. I had no clue. I had no thought of it being what it was, even with the knowledge I had. What is the knowledge I had? This is what I found out. Someone, Shamako, one of my friends, Shae, one of her friends that we met through Shae, reached out to Shamako through Facebook and told him, okay, Shae is not doing good. I mean, you hear so much what's going on now, and you got the COVID stuff, and it ain't just the COVID stuff. People are just dying. And if you're not careful, it can almost become to where you are so used to hearing somebody saying, I'm sick, especially with the COVID and during allergy season and flu season. You're like, oh, okay, they're in the hospital, all right. And no matter how bad the situation is, they go in the hospital and they come back out. And that's just what it is. So when he told me that, I was like, I even had the thoughts of, because I am raised in the church. I wonder where she need to obey God. I mean, what didn't happen? Why is she in the hospital? That's what I'm thinking. Some naturally going down that road where whatever it is, while she land on her back, God gonna talk to her, and then she get back up and walk in her anointing. I mean, that's basically what I thought. Because Shae is around my age. I'm 43 years old. So Shae is around my age. So her name is Sherilyn Taylor. In fact, if she would hear me say that, she would be throwing something because that's her first name. She don't go by it. She goes by Shae, Shea. And so when he told me that it was just that, I prayed for her and life went on. So, like I said, I woke up this morning before I went to bed, found out my song, The Blood Had Hit, was not supposed to be hitting. But then I thought about it. I said, well, it's Octo, it's 8-8. We're in, this whole 8 thing. Okay, let's go. Got the feeling that something was happening. So I really was sort of been pretty still and quiet. Because if I'm stuck here when I know I'm supposed to go to Charlotte, and we always do our Sunday morning prayer on the prayer line at 8 o'clock. We're doing it for a year and a half. Because we are doing something that we still ain't clear on in Charlotte, I like to do the prayer from Charlotte, looking over the city, and just, with the partners and praying. So if I'm like sort of been kept from going there, I just figure in my mind, okay, you got to be on your P's and Q's. Something could be up. And then I'm a father and my children are here. They both are teenagers, and one of them likes to try me and try it. And their mom is actually out of town. So I said, maybe that's going to be something that's going to be popping off. I need to see. Maybe she's trying to sneak somebody in the house again. I don't know. So I just stayed around. Then I had got there's a guy named Will Morgan who I used to say, I had to explain to you, I'm from North Carolina. And in North Carolina, of course, there's some great people that you guys know from North Carolina. John P. Key, Shirley Caesar, Donna Lawrence, Tri-City, North Carolina and South Carolina. Really, North Carolina known for the singers, South Carolina known for the musicians. That's like we just know that. If you want to find the best drummers, the best bass players, you run down to South Carolina and get one of them guys that are a part of a quartet who can keep pocket like a click track. You go down there and you get one of them guys, and then you come to North Carolina and you form your voices and get your choir. So that's a little bit about the Carolinas, and that's where I'm from. So, Lord, I forgot what I was saying because I'm trying to not talk about something else, but it's probably gonna slip out my face anyway. But anyway, and so Carolinas is a certain kind of it's a musical family. That's a great way to put it. Very musical family. And those that are like in the 40s and 30s now, who were 10, 15, 20 years ago and teenagers, we're sort of close knit. We all went through the same musicals. And I don't know if y'all do this in y'all city. I think Detroit does this. But in our city, we had Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night musicals almost weekly, especially in the Fayetteville, Raleigh, Durham, Winston-Salem, Greensboro area, Rayford, Dinah. There was always a musical going on. Some group had an anniversary. Somebody had a celebration. So we were always at these musical gatherings. And we also had vocal and musical sheds. So this was a way of life. And this is what you did all the time. Nobody won't run into no club. I'm pretty sure some people were, but just our group wasn't. We were singing. Will Morgan from when I met him was in the Raleigh area. So we would always be singing together. But even before I met him and all them guys that was singing, I met Shae. Me and Shae hooked up. Then it was Philip Bryant, Junior Henley. Oh my God, there's a group that were called the Brothers. Then you got True Vine Ministries, Rodney Raines, and all of them. You got the Matt Kelly, his choir, all of them. And then you got all these break off groups, Ruth LaAntra, and all of them. There's a whole group, all of them can sing. And it's just, I don't want to name names, but they so. And then you come to Raleigh, you got Abundant Life, all these singers, Anthony O and them. I mean, it's so many musical. Oh, Otis Battle is there. There's so many. I'm probably missing some names, but I'm just going through my memorizations of all of the people that during those times. You're just running from musical to musical, and you're singing and you're enjoying each other, and your group is performing, and you go out to eat afterwards, and then you go home, and everybody's going to be in somebody's church on Sunday morning because all of us was musicians, pastors, preachers, so it was just a way of life. And in doing that, connections were made. Now, the connection that I made with Shae Taylor was very unique for me. And let me explain. Because I'm from Eureka, Pikeville, Goldsboro area in North Carolina, which is it's not Fayetteville area. So my roots are a little different. You'll find that about that really at the end of the month when my documentary drops on this platform. You find out where I come from. But at this stage in my life, I'm married, living in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Got married in 1998 to Elisa Dunn. She's at Fort Bragg. I'm coming out of the career I was in. I'm about to follow God, be the pastor, and just do ministry. And me and my baby sister used to all be known for singing together. Cretia. I mean, we would sing all these different songs all the time. And we had like a special connection. But I was at this time estranged from my family because basically I felt like I was called to do something different. I was raised in the church all my life, but I chose a different spiritual path. I didn't join the church we were raised in. I joined the church around the corner, Elm Grove Church of Christ, Disciples of Christ. Bishop L. Stevenson was my pastor. And I followed that path. And then I had a revelation about baptism in Jesus' name. And I got in the apostolic church where I met Shamako. And then eventually I received a call. I was assistant pastor for church there. Received a call and went to Fayetteville, which eventually my job, I was selling vacuum cleaners at that time. Electrolux. I got real high in it. And got moved to Fayetteville. Me and Lisa got married, but she won't station at Fayetteville yet. But God told me she would be. So all ended up there in Fayetteville. But I'm estranged from my family because I've chosen a path that's totally different than anybody else in my family had chosen. Because my family is very close-knit and pretty much do the same thing spiritually. But I was doing something very different. Oh, thank you for the $12. Who did that? It was a $12 super chat. TD, thank you. And so what ended up happening was I ran into Shae. I can't even remember. Me and Shamaka was talking. I don't even know how, but I'm sure if Shae was here, she'd say it was da-da-da. But I can't remember how. But when we met, this is no lie. And her mom will vouch for this. When me and Shae met, it was like meeting my for real sister. No lie. I don't even have no words to explain. When me and Shae met, it was like we were, Michael Ross down there. It was like we knew each other and we were siblings. This is no lie. We met. I don't know if Miss Cat even know this. And I was married, and there was rumors saying that we were sleeping together. My hand to God, we never have. They thought we were, because our connection was like, and it was instant to the point where when Shae we met, we literally met, and Shae stayed at my house. She had her own place, stayed at my house months. Now nobody knew this except for me and the people that were in my ministry and living in my home, and then probably eventually her mama knew. Nobody knew. That's how connected we were. Shae had a dream. And I'm going to get to this tonight. And I want you to stay here because this is probably going to be a very powerful moment for some of you. Because I feel like some stuff can come up out my mouth that I hadn't planned to say. But Shae had a dream, and I had a dream. And what we wanted to do, we wanted to sing. And we wanted to make music. Now, I don't know what your dream is, but that was our dream. And so I would go in the garage at the time where it was, the keyboard was, and the mics were, because at that time I started a church. It started in my garage. That's part of the story that people don't tell. But by that time we were having service in my garage. And we would go in there literally. It would probably be 7:00 in the evening. And we would sing and record ourselves singing for hours. I have cassettes right now, front and back, of me and Shae just singing, doing riffs, passing runs, singing church songs, and then going back and listening. She'll take a tape, I'll take a tape, and we're riding around in our cars on our free time, and we're not around each other, listening to each other sing and creating melodies. We started dragging Shamako, Latrice, and Lisa into it to be our backup. And then it became a thing after weeks of singing together and creating. Because I'm a writer. I can sing. I definitely can sing. But my passion is writing. I can really write anything. And so I began to just write songs for us. I mean, just create them out the blue. And it bled over into our lives. So now I'm meeting her family, she's meeting my family, and we're getting really connected. And this was the way that we were for years. Then we created Shae and Donnell. Donnell is my middle name, spelled Darnell, but Donnell is my middle name. And so Shae and Donnell began to sing. And we sung all the time. We sung so many different places. And we got into each other's community, which expanded our personal community. We sang together. She sang at churches. I sang at churches. We sang together. She sang with her group. She was singing with her mom and them, her sister and them, Miss Pat and them, and was singing. And I'll be singing with the brothers, and then singing with my church praise team that we eventually recorded. And that's what we did, and go to all these musicals. And our gifts just crossed. You know, her family, they squall. Ah! You know, my family, ah! We squall. We love quartet. She loved quartet. And that's what we did. And let me tell you why Shae was special to me, because she was just like a sister. Me and Shae could be talking and getting along wonderfully. And then she say or do something that get up under my nerves, and then we go into a fuss. Then you go your way, I go my way. We don't even want the deal. But then because we were connected, she could say something, I can say something. We laugh, and then it's over. We go back to regular. And that's just how we was all the darn time. It was a for real brother and sister relationship. Time went along. Then she started recording. Then I got caught up in pastoring, but we still stayed connected. She would pop up at the church sometimes. And even after that, I hired her as the praise and worship singer at my church for a while. Now she's recording now, and I'm doing the church thing. You know, I'm so headlong into pastoring and doing churches. And she will always tell me, she said, you doing all this pastoring and preaching. And she said she always loved my preaching. But she said, you got music in you. So Shae was very instrumental in pushing me to do music. In fact, she was very instrumental in me believing in my vocal ability. Now, mind you, I've been raised to sing my whole life, and I'm writing and stuff. And even now, I catch myself say, well, my passion is writing, but the reality is I can sing and write. My whole full blast Stellar Award nominated artist, but Shae always, she would say, she said, don't play down that gift. She said, it's unique. And we used to talk about Ty Tribbett. She said, you remember when Ty Tribbett first came out, we were like, oh my God, his choir is good, but his voice, why is that? Because it was totally different. But now we all love Ty Tribbett and look at him as a great vocalist. And she said, that's just how it is. She said, that's how it is with your voice. It's just different. She would consistently push that. And she would have me teaching her. She said, I can't do that. Do it again. And she would have me teach her. And she would tell them around me, say, y'all need to be listening to what he's doing and copying what he's doing, because that's what I'm doing. It's making me better. So that was our relationship. And Shae was so needy and always want her way and try to control what I do and have me doing more than what I signed up for. I mean, she wants something, and because I'm the way I am, no, I ain't doing it, but then I end up doing it anyway. She could do that. But the last conversation that we had that was long for hours like normal, we were discussing her dreams. I want everybody to type in here, I have a dream. I have a dream. Oh, Becky White. Hi, Becky. I gave Shae her first singing platform when she was a little girl, like 8. I had a 200-voice youth community choir called FCYCC. Preston Ross and Michael Ross. Most of the Fayetteville greats came to my choir. Very true. She would lead songs and squall and was a wonderful soprano. She would come from South Carolina with her church choir to sing with her. That's Shae. That is Shae. Yep. All right. I want everybody to type, I have a dream. I have a dream. Okay. So this is the thing. And I think because what happened when I hit Miss Cat up this morning, when she told me yesterday, okay, yeah, it's true. Shae is sick. And I prayed. But when I hit her up today, and then she called me and she said she just took her last breath. I don't know, because I'm a head dude. I don't get in my feelings easily. So it was here. Shae took her last breath. She said, I watched my baby take her last breath. And she's talking to me. Now, Miss Cat have experienced a whole lot of loss. Miss Pat died, her mom died. I've watched that family go through so much loss, especially her over the last years. So, them older people, which you guys, I'm telling you, this situation has made me so much better as a person. And this quick, I feel like I've been elevated to another level. Because, see, I was one of those people, and Shamaka was a heart dude. I watched him go through the death with Erlene, Lisa. This is family members. And I watched him go through all these changes. And this is really, I had to pull him out because that loss was about to make him seem like he was about to backslide. And I watched that. And I will always, if I be honest, I watched Lisa lose her mom and her dad. I know it hurt her. But she sort of, she got this strong thing as well. So she recovered quickly, and then but she's still working. She just now slowly working through that loss because it was a lot for her. And now I get it. I thought I got it. You know how many people I have counseled about loss? And I used to have a twin that was in my church, and she consistently went through the death of her twin, and I had walked her through that. And probably to all these people, seemed like I was empathetic, but the reality is, I really couldn't understand it. I couldn't understand the loss. I watched my father losing his friend when I was young. I remember seeing him hurt. I remember my grandfather dying and how this totally impacted me. to where I can think upon that now and get very emotional about it. But because it had been so young, that was in '87, and I was so young, I really hadn't experienced. Although my aunt Cappy had died, my aunt Ruth had died, key people in there, Aunt Winnie, Mama Nita, Aunt Cleo, and these people I was around. Miss Melissa next door, I was raised. All these people, all people in my life who I saw die, and I remember the feeling. I remember the grief. But nothing hit me as hard as my granddaddy. But not even the death of my Aunt Kathy, Aunt Kathy was around, Catherine Fleming Nozell and the Fleming sisters. That's my fault. So that hit. But nothing hit deeper than my grandpa. And it was because, my grandpa was like this. There was a lot of time me and my grandpa spent by ourselves. Every single day after got work. And so there was attachment in my soul to my grandfather, and that hurt. Between then and now, I have counseled on how many people concerning death, and walked hand in hand with people concerning death. And I thought I got it. God knows I thought I got it. Cheering. I didn't get it until today. Because Shae dying was just like my sister, my blood sister. And maybe it was even deeper than that. I don't know. Because I haven't walked through that. All my siblings are alive. So I can't even compare. But if I would presume it was like my blood sister had died. She said, I watched my baby take my last breath. It was all here. Somewhere a little bit after that, it's like my spiritual practices kicked in. Whenever something hit my spirit, I'm the type of dude. I know I act the whole fool, and I am completely a fool. This is how I am. But I'm a very spiritual person and super disciplined with my spiritual practices since I was 15. So it's not even a matter of I'm trying to be spiritual. This is just who I am. So and I watched myself do this, and I want to be in the frame of mind. It's almost like my spirit knew what was about to happen in my soul and was getting me in the proper position to handle it, which I have so many times with full awareness got in that position. But this was happening to me, for me. So it was in my head, but I guess my spirit was like, okay, you got to get ready because you're about to go through and experience death and grief. Because I got curtains up to the windows is really high. My whole ceiling in my bedroom is like really, really high. But I got all these, I black out all this. Over there's that's another room over there where I get my massaging and prayer and stuff, the whole other room in my bedroom. And that's go to the patio, and I got that blacked out. So in the middle of the day, don't no light get through here if that's pool. And so I turn off the lights, and it gets black in here. We can barely see your hand in front of your face. And I turn on my lights, and I went over there where I normally kneel and pray, but I decided to turn around and sit. And when I did, I kneeled first. I got down to kneel, and it was almost like I was about to go into intercessory prayer. Now, when I go into intercessory prayer, y'all know what I'm talking about. When the prayer is about to come up and pray, it ain't so much you're praying, but the prayer's coming up. And the prayer's coming up and praying. Hold on. I'm on live right now. I'll hit you back. All right. And so that's what I felt like. So I'm saying, in my mind, I'm thinking I'm probably about to pray for Miss Pat, pray for Bright, what was the name of the church? Bright Light. First star I see that Bright Light. It's something like that. I said, so I'm about to pray for him, maybe Bishop McLeod. I'm about to pray for all of them. And this thing came up. And I felt like somebody was on my right side of my body taking maybe the space that Shae was planted in my soul, and started a process in that part. It was almost like a piercing in my side. Now, mind you, some of you may know exactly what I'm talking about because you've experienced it, but some of you may not. Maybe you haven't. And maybe some of you are too cold and numb when it comes to somebody else going through loss, like I was. But I'm telling you, if you can hear what I'm saying and get it, maybe you have a wisdom I didn't have, and maybe you'll develop an empathy I didn't have. It felt like somebody was trying to take a piece of me out of me. And the feelings of it caused me to cry before my mind caught up with what was happening. And I went through me and Shae's entire relationship from the time I met her, and every argument and every memory. Now, the great thing is that me and Shae relationship was almost 90% nothing but fun and laughs and music and creativity. But every last one of those experiences came up. And with every set of thoughts about Shae came its own set of tears. With every thought about her came its own set of tears. And you guys, I probably sat there almost, I want to say 2 hours, but I don't know if it was that long. I sat and had one thought after the next. And I sat and cried and wailed like I was in intercession. I mean, I heard the noises that were coming out of my soul, and I was saying, Jesus, because I don't know nothing else. I don't cry easy, and everything don't move me. So so I only could respond to this and pray. So I said, Jesus, because I was going through the thought and thinking about Shae and feeling that pull out of my soul. And I said, Jesus. So my spirit, at the same time, was communicating with God and letting me know what was happening, and saying that you're going through grief. Your soul is mourning. The part of your soul that was knitted to her. And this is what I want to say also to you guys, that relationships are spiritual. They are ties, cords, and coils that are in the spirit world that connect you to people. And even if y'all may go a month or two and not talk, that tie is still there. Even if you don't even see that person, that tie is still there, and your soul know them. I'm not talking about knowing somebody because you see them on Facebook. I'm talking about knowing them because your soul know them. We know the epitome of knowing somebody should be sexually, but I'm talking about the knowing that happens when you feel each other's pain, when you create with somebody, and when you converse and spend time with them. Your soul, you get tired. And my soul was going through that depth, because now my soul has to get used to a different type of relationship with Shae. Now my relationship with Shae will not be in the natural. I will not be able to call her. I will not be able to text her. I will not be able to go and see her. That's over. I will never see her again. I won't. Hopefully they have the funeral right time. I may see her body, but that's not her. But I won't get to see her anymore. And then I went through all of those emotions of loss, and then been forced against my will to experience her different. Because now she got to live in my memories. Now she has to just live in my heart. Now my relationship with her is entirely in the spirit. It's no longer in the natural. And that's a death for me. And my soul was going through that readjustment and that loss. That familiarity is gone forever. And that hurt like hell. And I want to apologize, because you may be watching, for anybody that went through a death that I know or don't know, because I do so many commentary and so much stuff, and didn't think about what you were going through. I thought about it, but not like this. Now I know. It's not just being empathetic. Now it's sympathetic. I think I'm saying that properly because I have sat where you are sitting and felt what you feel. Now I know what you feel. And so my mind towards that is totally different now. Death and losing a loved one is excruciating, especially someone who is knitted in you. I ain't talking about somebody with your last name. I'm talking about somebody who at a pivotal part of your life, because that's the thing about me and Shae relationship, at a pivotal part of your life, your soul tied and you connected with them. I'm going to say this. This might not sit right, but I'm going to say this. And this is not for everybody. But you know what? If you connected with somebody and you know that connection was good for you and good for them, even if it seems like your life has changed and went on to something else or somebody else, cherish those relationships and always make space and room for those relationships. Because one of the things I cried about today, and it's too late, is when Shae would get on my nerves. And I say, I call you back. And she keep calling me because she want to talk right now. And I said, Shae, I'm working a deal that's going to get me thousands of dollars. Are you going to give me thousands? I know, but I just need to say this. I'm like, girl, why do you talk? Can you let me call you back? Or she call me back to back and I not answer. I thought of every last one of those times. When somebody is important to you, you make time for them. When it's one of those relationships, you know what I'm talking about. And that bothered me. I also was a little mad. I understand that now. I didn't understand that before now. On October, this 8th day of this month, I got a little angry. Come like, I can't say mad at. I wasn't mad at God. I was mad at Shae. Because I'm like, well, why didn't you tell me that you were sick? You didn't even tell me that you were sick. You know, if I knew you were sick, and especially if you were sick and you needed something, I would have made it happen. Now I can make stuff happen when before I couldn't always. And that brought me to the conversation that we had because Shae had a dream. And I had begun to start realizing some of the dream that I articulated to her, but she was ready to do some things. But she got married and had children, so I had already done that, so it took away from her time. And she had dream. She did not fulfill her dream. She didn't. And I know she didn't. There were things that she wanted to do, she did not get a chance to do. I want everybody to type again, I have a dream. Everybody type that again, I have a dream. Hey, what's up, Eric? So that's another one. I met him through Shae. Man. You know what I wish? I wish that Shae could see all of this. I wish that, because Shae loved people. She loved to have a good time. And she loved people to be around. That she could see all this love. Because I really do not know if she knew how important she was and how much people loved her. But I know she did not realize her dream. I remember the last recording she had. She said, "Okay, this was great. It was great. It was great." I think she had that true time. She said, "This was great." She said, "But I want to do this and I want to do this." And so the next thing that she had planned was going to be really big. And she got me on the phone with some producers and some musicians and stuff that we've been working with and stuff. But it never happened. Life took a turn. So you guys, And this is very interesting to me. It's amazing how stuff work out. Not only this the 8th day of the month, but the 8th day of the month in October. Octo. It's in the 10th place in the Gregorian calendar, but originally it's the 8th place. Is why it's Octo. On this crossing of the 8th, so it's the 8th moment. It's also the same day that my single got released mistakenly, and at the same time, the person I would have called or text to say, "Listen to this, tell me what you think." And even she never heard it. She never heard the song. And Shae loved music like I did. She would be like, "Oh, oh, you hear what the bass doing right there? Oh my God, rewind it. You should hear the bass." Yeah. So what I think that you and me, are supposed to get up out of this is this. Chase your dreams. I gotta chase my dreams. I thought about Shae won't get to hear this single today. She's not gonna be able to see the project that I'm working on next year when it comes out on the TV. We won't be able to celebrate that together. I didn't even tell her that I was going to go ahead and do a whole gospel CD. She don't know that. She didn't even get to know it. And I'm like, darn. And as quick as I had that thought, the Holy Spirit said this to me. You gotta, was ultimately what I just said, is from what the Spirit was saying. It's the same thing. I gotta chase my dreams. And that's what me and you gotta do. We gotta let Shae, who always used her gift, but she didn't realize her dream. What we have got to say is, okay, Shae, we're learning a lesson from you. Number one, we're going to use our gift because couldn't nobody beat Shae using her gift. She didn't sit on her gift at all. She used it. And now we are going to chase our dreams just like you did. Life just gave out. Her body gave out. Shae's body quit before her dream was realized, but she was in pursuit of it. And while we still have our body, while we're still able to do what it is that we do, what we got to do is chase our dreams. And no matter what it costs, you got to chase it. I want you guys to write in there, I must chase my dreams. I cried. I've never experienced that before. Never in my entire life. Grief passing through my passion. My grief was passing through my passion. I think Shae gave me a gift. I think she's giving us a gift. So while we are mourning her, the breakdown of her physical body is passing from flesh to ethereal, spirit, invisible. We must also capture the same passion and drive that she had to use her gift, and we got to chase our dreams while we're crying and grieving that she is gone. I think about my Aunt Catherine and my grandfather. They had dreams that they didn't realize their body broke down before they were finished. And I don't want to do that. And I don't know what your thing is that may distract you or encumber as it relates to you fulfilling what it is you've been called to do. But I'm going to tell you this here. Make a decision that you are going to chase your dreams no matter what, and that you are going to passionately use your gift. You're going to wake up every single day and realize your dream. Shae was a strong Black woman. Shae was a funny person. Shae was sharing. And at the same time, she ain't like to share, especially no ice cream. She ain't about to share no ice cream cake. Mm-mm. She gonna eat yours and hers. This is how she was. Yeah. I don't want to go to the funeral. I'm being honest. Y'all know I keep it honest. Shamako came in the house to check on me. He said, "Right, some fine eyes. You just lived. This took me 2 hours. I couldn't do this. I couldn't say Shae's name. When y'all had them in the comment section, I said, oh my God, this is Shae. That thing would turn me. My phone was so wet. I'm so glad that the iPhone's waterproof. I was crying. Look, I do ugly cry. I don't do. I'm gonna tell you what was so funny though, because I don't cry unless it is like something, in the session that kind of going on. I'm not even used of the feeling of tears on my cheek. Cause I was scratching my face. I said, oh, it's a tear. I was like, something was on my face. I said, oh, it's cause I'm crying. What you saying, Angelia? Somebody's actually up here in the Whole Food? It's hard for me to believe. A lot of times it's hard for me to believe. Oh, Tara. She said, that's all that singing crew down there in Fayetteville, North Carolina, the Carolina area. Is that Pedro? I met Pedro. I haven't seen you in years. Met Pedro through Shae. You know what, you guys, and this is why I said what I said concerning the Clark sisters last night. We don't want to find ourselves all in the same room. That's my sister. You want to find ourselves all in the same room because somebody dies. Although I do understand there can be a beauty in that. But doggone, if we gotta find a way to do better while all of our loved ones on this side of the dirt. But I'm gonna get back what I was saying. Mako came over here and I said, Mako, I said, I can't go to that funeral. And Mako said, you got to go. I'm telling you what truth is. It said, you got to go. I said, no, I ain't got to do nothing. He said, but think about Bishop McLeod. Think about McLeod. Think about her mom. Think about the people, her brother Cliff and her 2 daughters. Mako was passionate. He said, Jesus. I said, I understand that. I said, their bout is going to be after it's all over, after they put their daughter, their sister, their granddaughter in the ground and now got this new reality. I said, I can't go. He said, why? I said, I have an ugly cry. And I just feel like there may have been something I didn't process when I was in that room earlier. And if I be at that service and they come out, that is going to be ugly. They were like, nigga, you for real? I'm like, yeah, I can't do that. But then I thought about how I absolutely honor the life force, the gift that Shae is. And I said, you know what? I'm going to go way wherever it's going to be. And so make sure it's making my business that I'm there in that place. I said, because that's my sister. And not run away from the fear of feeling, because that's what it is. It ain't got nothing to do with no ugly crying, all that stuff I was telling him. I don't like feeling a whole lot at one time, especially if it's a feeling I don't want to feel, except for pleasure and anger. I can do them easy. But with that sadness and I'm like, I'm sure I run away from those. You know, I do well when stuff is just up here, but when that thing coming in and overwhelm like that, oh, I don't like that. Because I get too filled up with it. I mean, I'm extra, but it's okay. Man, I don't know. I do not know. Her daughters, I do not know. I'm praying for all of them and all of you that have suffered loss, because I know if you're watching me, something has you in here. Yeah, you're right, Tiffany, who's a great drummer. I don't know if you drum anymore. You do other stuff now. That's the Carolina area, but it would be dope reunion though. I really want to come home and pay respects and see old friends, but that would be dope. Mm-mm. Mm. You say you're hoping not to get booked for the home Lucinda. I see. But see, this is what I'm seeing. I just don't. And I know somebody may hear me say that, but I'm like, I can't believe say you do not want to see. I mean, I'm just keeping it real. I don't want to go through that, and I don't want to, but I'm going to. As long as it's no, because I'm on set, and if I gotta be on set, that's different. But if I ain't gotta be on set, I'm gonna be there. Um, could we donate to her family in honor of her gift and drink? Okay, I don't know how we can do that. That would be great. You know what? If I can find that out, cause you baby, you and Patreon, we can definitely do that. Oh, thank you, Conscious TV, for downloading my single. Or did you just retweet what was in my what's the name? Um, let me see if I can. I don't want to call her mama. Mako, can you come, since you and Miss Cat been talking? Can you ask her? Are they taking donations for? I don't know how to do this. Where they're receiving, yeah, where they're receiving donations and things of that nature. See if you can find that out. Cause see, I know Shae, all her business was fixed and her house was in order. So I'm sure there's no need for anything. Thank you for that, Felicia. Wow. But see, I hear that a whole different way now. Shae has given me a gift. You hear me? I even made a post like talking to her and she's dead. I used to talk about people that do that kind of stuff. Whoa. Whoa. Man, Crystal. Um, that would be dope. I don't they had give me time for that, man. This is a different feeling for me. Hold on, I think I know who you are. Yeah, I know who you are. I think I know who you are. I've seen you before. Yeah, call Miss Cat Mako and see. Greg O'Quinn let me know that him and Shae had recorded something they were supposed to release. He just sent it to me. It may not play because he sent it to me on Facebook. It doesn't matter what you've gone through. God can turn it around instantly. Favor is greater. So many times I should have been wrong. The more you took it up on your own to lend a hand to my situation that's failing. So many crazy things came my way. But Lord, you held me when it let me sway. The only reason He probably don't want me to play the whole song, but yeah, that's Shae. I know her voice anywhere. Hmm. You said she sent you the recording of Dwell and me in my inbox because I love that song. She sung that at my birthday celebration years ago. Larry, Larry, can you take one of recording y'all did together and make a single? Uh, I don't know. I'm not gonna answer that. Charles Clark, that's another Carolina artist. Man, I tell you, I community. This is deep. Oh, I didn't know that, Tara. Super soprano Tara. Michael George is another artist from that area. That fool used to always ask me to play for her and then turn around and ask me to sing. I used to get so that's her. It's her performing. Then she called you from the background and asked, have you to sing like it's your recording. Because she always pushed other gifts. Yes, he did say that. And he led the way with the loss of his mom. Thank you for articulating the process. Hey, Rhonda, of grief. You just freed and helped so many of your explaining. Well, see, this is the thing. If that's a gift she gave me because I didn't have no words for that, and I didn't have that experience. Larry, let me know what I can do. Okay, Eric. Soon as Marco hear from her, I post it and let you guys know. Man, North Carolina's in here deep. Right. Right. Sure is. But that lets you know how Shae was. I contacted Philip Bryant. Not the Philip Bryant with the brown eyes tall one, but the other one that can sing real good and play. Now, we used to spend a whole lot of time around the piano with Shae. In fact, there's songs that he produced which he probably wouldn't want me to let y'all hear because we were all learning that just back then and working with what we had. But he produced the Shae and Donnell EP that we were selling. He did that. Mm. Okay. Now that would be dope, Marcus. That would be dope for us all to come together and do something. I just don't know about this funeral. Oh Lord Jesus Christ. Oh, when I think about that, that's gonna be a lot of all of us together in one place, and Shae not front and center, demanding all the attention. Tell everybody what to do. Mm. Well, you got what CD there? You got her CD? Her CD? Mm. Yeah, we done the EP. Yeah, man, that's a lot, man. It's a lot. Yeah, Conscious, she would be the reason for us there, so she would still be calling the shots. But if it won't nobody a control queen like Shae, trying to how you gonna come to my house and tell me what I'm gonna do, girl? Go sit down. Mhm. Yes, son, I can't stand funerals. Jesus, I can't. And I just know. Oh, the Shae and Donnell CD, you got it. Well, I can't even find. I found no, not one on YouTube. I typed in Shae and Donnell and it came up. Um, but I can't find the other songs like Unbreakable and stuff. Yes, she was. Nobody see this is all artists that's telling you this is the truth. Nobody could call the shots like Shae telling everybody what to do. Hmm. That's a great way to look at that. Hmm. See, all of these artists and singles are telling you that what I'm saying is the truth. That was how she was. It's another singer, NC. I met Shae at one of your events. She was amazing. She encouraged me so much to pursue my musical aspirations and to hone my craft. Every time I called her, she was so warm and support. That's her. She will be greatly missed. She pushed everybody's gift. She pushed it. Shae gonna support you. That's what she did for me. Yeah, keep praying that prayer. I'm way better now, man, because this was horrible. I never felt hurt like that. The first time we met Shae, she had us singing and making up songs, and didn't she didn't even know my name was saying, "Sing this part." Ah, that's right, Crystal. That is Shae. And the same thing, that's me too. We were just alike. That's why we would stay up all night. I have so many cassettes. Mm. Bishop Stevenson, I mentioned earlier, that's his son, which is my brother. She didn't mind pass. That's why, it's like she would have stayed and she passing the mic to other people. It is really amazing, Honey Lynn. Death brings people together. It's uncanny when you think about it, but it's true. Yes, I've been with her at one of those St. All Cry rehearsals. She won't even the director was run. I try to tell y'all that is how she was. True, Mike. She wanted everybody to shine. Yeah, Shea Taylor and Restoration. Yeah. She had some serious plans. What is grief other than love persevering? Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm. Well, that sent me down a train of thought. Hey, Linda. This is some of my patrons. You should become a patron. Oh, I need for y'all to stream the single too. And y'all tell me what you. So I wouldn't even care what y'all thought about the single. I could just send it to Shae. Say, Shae, what you think? Yes, the anointed voices. I remember. Shae always had a praise and worship job at somebody's church. That is the truth. Yes, Janelle, you just lost your daughter. Life is very weird. Very loss. Loss. Mm. Mike Toss in her honor. Mm. Yeah, that's the name of it, called The Blood on all platforms. I said I can't even think about music without thinking about Shae. That's why this day was just so crazy. Thank you. Oh, Black Smoke. I wanted to what's the name know because he was in the hospital. Yeah. I'm okay. I was not okay. Vincent called. We and Mr. doing work, so he called. I'm gonna need to do this and da 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 da. He said, hold on, are you okay? I said, no, I wasn't. No. It was very different for me. I think I'm okay now. I think I'm on the other side of that. Mm. Yeah, Carrie. He was in the hospital, David. Mm. Just sound like a female version of me. That's what people will say that was around me. Mm. Yeah, I will agree with that, Classy. My Shamaka would have to explain that, and those who were around me, because they watched it. There was me and her were connected. Mm. We were just connected. Mm. Yeah. Oh, a veteran. See, that's one of our musical spiritual fathers in NC, head of the gag. Um, yeah, I got your text too. I bet you at that time I want no good. Um, yeah. Mm. Mm. Okay, that's what Shamaka told me. He said it comes in waves. But I went through that earlier. But we'll see. Mm. So why do people say he or she is looking down when they are not? How do we know? You know what I'm gonna say about that is I don't know how true it is because I have out of body experiences, and even if you have not had one, you have been awaking out of your sleep before you actually woke up. And in those any of those instances where you're looking at yourself, or you surveying the room while you were asleep, and then come back into your body, um, it is an old ancient thought that the spirit hovers around the body for 3 days, which is the reason why Jesus, knowing that belief and that custom, waited before he called Lazarus forth. Because then they could have said, okay, he was never really dead because his spirit was, I think he waited to the fourth day to where his spirit was supposed to be separated from the body. So the hovering over the body is actually a concept. So I don't know if I agree with you with that. And some other things I've seen in the spirit world, then let me know that I probably don't need to accept the idea that um, a lot of people push concerning those that have transitioned. What the dead know nothing, the dead know nothing. What is dead? What is dead? What is dead? What is dead? What is it? Is it a made up concept? What if there's no death? There's only transition. The only death is from one state to the other. Okay. When I lost my dad, I went to the funeral home to prepare his body for burial. I could feel him all around us. He was proud of me and honored. I used one of my gifts to say thank you. Okay. Okay. Jewish mystics. Here we go. Conscious. That's where that name come from. Jewish mystics believe that the soul can linger for 7 days before the veil of eternity closes for passage. In that time, people can be resurrected. But Jesus waited and then called. My God. She is sleeping because she knew Jesus. The body dies, spirit lives on. All right. Only the body, because it can't function. Just another singer can't function without a spirit. It definitely comes in waves. You're angry, you cry, you laugh at something when you think, I done all this. Today, lost two close family members within 2 years. Shamaka Bryan and I grew up together, know his family well. Prayers for you. Thank you, Boney. That name sounds familiar. I've heard him mention Boney before. All right. Oh, radio. Sending prayers and condolences. Shea Taylor was a powerhouse. Say this is a musical loss. Oh, Jermaine, I heard from him today too. See, bruh, it's a lot of musicians. I'm such a geek. Reset what is dead, and my nerdy behind said may never die. I'm over here quoting Game of Thrones. Dr. Charles Hayes said it was never born in spirit, would never die. All right. Mm-hmm. My dad showed up in the hallway with my eyes wide open because I forgot that day was the day he was murdered. He showed up. I tried to holler and couldn't. You don't want me to go into that conversation here on tonight. Folk will be calling us witches. Yes. One of the reasons why I didn't grieve my Aunt Catherine's death like the rest of my cousins did was because she came to my home. Now, I had just heard, no. Either I had just heard it or not heard it. I got so many experiences. Somebody got to tell me to know the story for real, what happened. Either I had just heard that she had transitioned, or either this was right before she transitioned, she showed up at my house. And she said, woo! She was shouting. I said, Kappa years ago was always dance. And she would pull her skirt up like beside her, like, you know, and swing it from side to side and dance. And so this one she was doing coming down the hall of my apartment at that time. And she said, "Ooh, Bob, good God Almighty, what I feel them." And and I knew in that moment she was not telling me, but she was telling me what was up and what she was experiencing. And I remember the joy and the peace. She was in all white that was radiating from her. It was as if, when you experience somebody's presence, you get familiar with their vibration, with their energy when you spend time with them. And so there was a certain energy and vibration that you will feel when you're around my Aunt Catherine Fleming Uzzel. And because she presented her presence to me, and the joy and the peace that was on her, when I felt her vibration, that was the vibration I was left with as relates to my Aunt Catherine. So although at the funeral, we were mourning, I was left with that joy. So I wasn't even sad. I was like, sleep on, rest on, because you worked yourself to death for everybody. You said sorry was on the phone with her mom, missed it. So what does she say? Did you ask her? Let me send you this link so you can come on. Hit this link, Shamako, and let us know what she said. If there's somewhere we can send everything. See, I see some of these people. See, we have these experiences. Now I know all of these. There are gonna be some Bible thumpers that's gonna come with some things. Yeah, I know that, conscious, because I'm a head person. I'm a head person, and I'm not emotional like that, and I know that. So one of the things I purposely do is to embrace um, emotions, but I am very selective. Um, I'm so thankful for this, the gift Shae gave me. And it's really funny because I was thinking, I said, it's just like Shae to force me to experience or to do something that I didn't have in my mind to do. And she's doing that even now. Yeah. Thought she had a way of doing that. Okay. She done a song on Grego Quinn's project a few years ago. Song's called Go In. You can find it on YouTube. It's fire. Great. Roxanne, thank you for that. Okay, let's see what Shamako's saying. Okay.
Hey, what's up?
Did she say there was somewhere that you can send in stuff?
Not yet. She's still working that out.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, she's pretty much trying to get her stuff together. I told her to come in alive. She said she just had went to bed because she ain't been getting the rest for the last couple of weeks. So I think she's gonna try to come in alive. So look for her name if she pop in.
If you got a number, just send that link I sent you. Just send it to her. Oh, you talking about in the live chat or on?
Into live tonight. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I just got the phone with her.
Well,
let me see. Hold on,
I'm gonna take you off of your thing and go black while you're doing that. I had a similar experience, Larry, when my brother passed. I saw him in a dream greeting people who had died years ago, and he was happy, and I could feel excitement. Let me tell you this. The night I told my mom, who was at Bible study, and my sister Nell came in, and my older sister, and she said, "I kept not doing good," but we had done heard this before, and then she popped back. So I said, "Okay, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna see her." When I drove up to the house, I called my mom. She wasn't there. I said, "Mama, Reverend Fort, Mama Neitha, and Aunt Winnie is out here in the front yard. All of them had passed." I said, "They're all sitting in chairs facing the house." I said, "Our Cappy is about to die." Yep. So this whole they ain't looking down and all this other stuff. If you can believe as you want to believe, but you can't tell me what my eyeballs done seen. My eyeballs saw this now. You can't come across it with that kind of going on. And then I just supposed to accept that. I will sit with you and your belief. As long as you can sit with mine that says, okay, I got another mind on that one. And we can love each other and not agree. I just buried my brother last Saturday. I didn't know that, Arthur. You remember? Totally unexpected. Well, I'm pretty sure your Cap has to do. Totally unexpected death that broke my heart. Tell everyone you love, please give them their flower. See, that's another thing. This is really what was important is no longer important. Because you said this and you done this. It don't matter. If you got love and a connection with that person, I need everybody to hit like right now. We don't have but 281 people that have hit like, and there are over 1,000 of you watching me between YouTube and Facebook. I need everybody to hit like. So a lot of stuff that we say is so important, it's not even important anymore. When you look in eyeball to eyeball with the end and the loss of that person's experience, it make you forgive differently. It'll make you move differently. It'll make you honor differently when death is here. You'll make some decisions in that moment that you should have made 10 years ago. Now do you know the end is right here? I was looking at a video somebody sent me of a year and a half ago of Mother Gertrude Stacks. And it's so funny that before I heard that news, I was watching them videos and I had got sad because I had told Kendall that. I said, I'm getting sad watching this. I said, I didn't even know this woman. I said, but God, that gift is gone now. And I don't see nobody else to pick up the gift. So there are only a few of them that's left that got it, like Mother Dupree and I think Tamara Bennett. I don't know, it could be some other folk that I don't even know. And I'm like, oh, that's gone. And then to know that Shae is gone. I'm going to move differently. I'm going to chase my dreams. That's what I'm going to do. Going to chase your dreams. Yes, I said that. I did. I love you too. Michael, did you send Miss Cat the link? Should be fairly easy. It may not be. I saw my deceased son in a dream. He was smiling and waving at me. What is dead? What really is dead? Could it be that what we were taught is not really the complete truth or the whole story? It's on one side of a truth that somebody has not found out the totality of. Whoa. So you're a patron. You was on the prayer call. Because oh my Lord Jesus, I forgot about that prophetic word. Was that this past Sunday? Wait a minute, that was this past Sunday. And I was saying something about God said he was taking the sting out of death. Oh my God. Right. Lord. Wow. That's the Reformation prayer call. It was this past Sunday. That's what we do in Patreon. One of several things, because sometimes we're utterly foolish. Say that again. The absent from the body and present with the Lord. So that out of the natural or the material and in the immaterial or the spiritual. They're in spirit. So what is death? I want everybody to type this. I'm going to answer this question. So we're going to make this statement. Death is passage. Death is passage. Wow. And I was saying that these were people who died with their dreams. Oh, what a moment. I'm going to have to go back and listen to that word. Because that was Sunday. I said, I'm looking in the spirit. I'm saying batons falling. And I said, I'm in the graveyard. Oh, my Lord. Okay, how many people were on that, are patrons, and you were on that prayer call? I forgot because that prayer got interrupted with that prophecy. See? Yeah, this happens. You were on it. Okay, so all of y'all are patrons. Yeah, go back tonight. If you're in Patreon, the link is there. You can go back and listen to it. Oh my God! All these yeses that were there. So this is important for. Thank you for that. Reminding me of that. This is why you got to record prophecy, write down prophecy, because your stuff be paying attention to you, and you ain't paying attention to it. Amen. So this is the word of the Lord to me. So Shae gave us a gift. She gave me a gift. She possibly gave you a gift. So we're gonna grab the baton and we're gonna complete the assignment. She had to hand it off because her body broke down. So now we gotta go and fulfill, take it all the way across the finish line. I gotta chase my dreams. I'm actually running the race called Dream. Passage is transferring though. Okay, so you can say that death is transition. Death is transferring from one realm to the next. Don't play me now. Yeah, go ahead and come over there, Patreon. Okay. Yes, sir. Me too. Hmm. Okay, I don't know what's going on with Marco in this song. Let me call him and see, make sure that Miss Cat not coming in. 'Cause I want to hang up on him. Wow, 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 wow. Mm-mm-mm. Bishop George Bloomer called me and said, "You all right? We heard about Shae. He loves Shae. Y'all don't understand Shae. Mm, 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 mm. What did she say? Yeah, I can if they're okay with it, and I can just make the I can make it speakerphone where they can hear. Okay. I remember Reid when we was on the plane the other day. I said I just listened to Bishop Carton and the ding he was saying that the baton passing with those that left the earth with gifts being passed. Yeah, I remember you saying that. Yeah, yeah. So we got it. We got it. We're clear on it. The batons were falling rapidly Sunday. Heaven opened up, the anointing fell on the earth. Moses is at rest. Joshua, time to blow the trumpets. Amen. Amen. Yes, Biddy. Totally. But see, this communicating and talking and having community, this really helps. And then this word of the Lord from Sunday, it really puts me in a different space about some things. Encouraged to pick it up and carry it across the finish. Some Christians, because I'm one. And girl, all your chest meat is out. Huh? Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Can they hear me yet? Okay. Hello, Miss Cat. How are you? And hello, Cliff. How are you?
I'm good. All right.
Okay. Now you just told me a lie.
I'm doing all right, man.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm hanging in there.
Okay, so
I am hanging in there.
if I'm trying to let all of these people know how Shae was, who she was, and how great of a person that she was, and her love for music, her love for God, her love for seeing people use their gift. And so I just wanted two things. I wanted, number one, to know how can we support the family financially with gifts and things of that nature. That's number one. And number two, we also wanted to hear from you, the mom, and it would be good to hear from you, Cliff, as well, about who Shae was, just so the people watching can hear. And a lot of her friends, I mean, a lot of North Carolina musicians are all up here listening.
Okay, I am her mom. Boy, that was my right arm. I tell you what. I try to support her in everything. I was her biggest cheerleader and her biggest critic. And if she do a show, I'll be like, let me tell you, girl, you did this and that, and you should have done this and that, and it should have been this order. And she'd be like, Mom. And I'll be like, well, I want to help you. And then I'll be like, girl, you such anointed. I'm learning from you. And she'd be like, no, Mom, I'm learning from you. But she was such an humble spirit. Such an humble spirit, and a big collaborative person. She won't jealous of nobody. She loved to sing with the best of people, and I'm gonna truly miss her. I tell you, I told her, shortly after she left this world, I bend over and I told her, I say, okay, you weren't to sing on the Heavenly Choir first. That's okay. You can go ahead and lead until I get there. I'll let you have the lead mic right now. And then when I get there, then I'll take the lead mic. So that's just the way I'm saying it. She did what we all have to do. Yeah. We all have to lead this world. Job said, in the book of Job, it said that, we're born, a man born of a woman is but a few days and full of trouble. So we might not be going through no trouble right now, but eventually you're going to run into some and it could take you out. And it was just her time. Jesus wanted her, and she was ready, that part. Right. Oh, she was ready. Wow. So, yeah, to be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord. And, I don't feel no ways tired. That's what I'm talking to y'all now. Now, my body, spiritually, I'm just drained. Yeah. But I'm going to be all right because I know the Lord Jesus and I know who I am and whose I am. And I know, and I've been saying this all day, and I guess God got me saying it because it's true. I said, if God put me in front of a Goliath, he know there is a David in me ready to fight. So I'm in this fight till the end. She just left before me. That's all. Because I'm coming behind her. And I told her, I said, baby, I'll see you again. It's okay. But I'm in this fight, and I'm going to keep fighting. He just made me stronger. That's all. He just added to my testimony. Mm-hmm. That was just added to my testimony. That's all. Mm-hmm. So, and I'm calling those things as be not as though they were. I'm grieving like crazy because that was my baby. But I'm speaking into my own self. I'm fine. I'm good. I'm going to be all right. Why? Because Jesus said, if my people, which are called by my name, will humble themselves and pray, seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven and forgive them of their sins and forgive the land, heal the land. So I'm healed. I'm already healed. I just got to catch up with my healing during this process. Shae was a anointed vessel. Yeah. And how she was anointed vessel, I am an anointed vessel. And it flows from generation to generation. So, that's who my baby was. And she was 40, and she's still my baby. And I'll always be my baby, although I got a 13-year-old, but she'll still. I called my baby and kissed on her the whole time she was in the hospital. Baby, you my baby. I tell those people, y'all better take care of my baby. It's my baby. Yeah.
Wow. This cat is one of the strongest people I know.
It's them Carolina women. I don't know what it is. Them Carolina women are like, it's amazing to me. It's amazing.
Yeah, when you're in Christ Jesus, God don't leave you in the dark. He gave me confirmation about 6 weeks ago.
Okay.
And I knew it was coming. And so, he prepared me spiritually. He won't keep no good thing from you. That's what the Bible says. So, I'm strong in the Lord and the power of his might. I'm going to be all right.
Never seen nothing like it. And that's the strength that Shae comes from. Man, because she was a strong, very strong. And I think I have never in my life grieved and hurt and cried the way that I did today. And
oh my God. Well, let me tell you, brother, that little sister loved herself some Reid. She loved herself some Reid. I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna try to get some rest. She said about 3 or 4 weeks ago, we were in the hospital, and her phone, she had it fixed where it would say everything, so she didn't have to pick it up to see who was calling or whatever. And it said that you were Larry Reid Live is on now. And she said, "Mama, give me the phone in the bed." I'm like, wow. I need to laugh. Reid is on. I got to get me a laugh in. I got to get me a laugh in. I mean, in her bed, she was, "Hand me my phone. I need to hear Reid." Mm-hmm. So she be listening to you. And I said, "Now this the part." I said, "When the last time you talked to him?" Mm-hmm. She said, "It's been a while. He ain't picked up my phone call. I call him all the time." Mm-hmm.
That was
she loved.
That was the thing that I was saying to Shamako today. I said, because me and you know how me and Shae do, and
oh yeah,
and I'm like, "Well, I call you back. No, you gonna pick up my phone?" And that kind of going. I said, "I call you back," and I didn't even return her last phone call. I didn't even return, and that was very hard to sit with. But
But she know. I mean, Uncle. Oh God, we've been through so much.
Yeah.
We used to have the best times, and men, she would talk about it all the time.
Yeah.
We would laugh and cut up and sing, and oh Lord, and eat. Oh Lord. Yeah. So
Miss Cat, I was just telling Larry today. I said Shae is the reason why me and Latrice didn't have our last year's wedding anniversary cake. You know, the top of the cake we're supposed to take home and freeze it for a year.
Yeah.
And Shae, she called me and said, "Hey, is there any more cake left?" I said, "Yeah, the topping for me and Latrice." And she's like, "No, we eating that tonight." I said, "Shae, we're not."
Oh Lord.
And she came to the house and she said, "I bought my bowl of ice cream." Oh my God, help me. I bought a bowl of ice cream, and we're gonna. And we sat down on me and Latrice wedding night and ate cake and ice cream all night long.
Listen, we always had fun. Well, we had so much fun. God, we had so much fun.
How special is that?
Oh wow!
How special is that? You love her. She loved you. I mean, no words can explain it. I mean, plenty of times we have church at y'all church, and y'all ride down with me, bright light, go to my church with us. Then we go out and eat dinner, come back to your house, watch movies. That's why I told that guy today, come saying something to me. I said, "Listen here, brother. That's my brother. Reid is my brother. Reid was Shae's brother. Reid was our pastor for a while. Shae did praise and worship. I can't count the churches Shae did praise and worship for. They've been my phone has been nonstop with pastors, bishops. Yep. I mean, she was my praise and worship leader. I'm like, oh my God. So it go. I know you're hurting, and a lot of people hurting, and I am so sorry, because my little girl was very private, and she didn't want me to reach out to nobody. She was just private.
Yeah.
She
did not want anybody. She did not want anybody to worry, to know her condition, because she always thought she was going to bounce back.
Yeah.
So when she bounced back, she thought she was going to bounce back with force and bounce back harder.
Right.
So she didn't want us to display, the condition she was in, because she didn't want nobody to worry about her.
Right.
And it was a lot of times she didn't want us to worry about her. A lot of times she was hurting, in pain, and needed to go to the hospital, and didn't even tell us.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
God did, and we would go there and get her and make her go with
Yep.
us.
Exactly.
Yes, God would show me, and I said, Cliff, I gotta go. Something ain't right in my spirit. I gotta go.
Yep.
I just gotta go.
Mama would get up out her bed and go.
Mm-hmm.
Like 9 or 10 o'clock, right from Lumberton to Raleigh.
Mm-hmm.
Just to check on this.
Miss Cat always been like that. Even with if I knew what was going on and we didn't tell her, she would pick up on it and she would come and pull the covers off of it. One of the things, and I just so people can know how Shae was, how private she was, as much as she would stay over to the house for weeks and months at one time, she would never let me see her without makeup. She was very private. She always wanted to present her best.
When she stepped out, she wanted to step out proper.
That's right.
Yeah.
She got that honest. Now. I'm not going to the grocery store, nobody's store. About my makeup and my hair right, you see me, you gonna see me. That's right. Yes, sir. So she got that honest.
Yeah.
Miss Cat said, Miss Cat said that she was so sure about bouncing back that they had made plans to go to Thanksgiving, go to the beach for Thanksgiving.
Wow.
Yes. Matter of fact, I think we already booked her room. Yes, we already booked. You know, we do it way in advance, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm going. Yep. Don't leave me out." I was like, "Yes." I'm gonna tell y'all this, and I'm gonna really go. She wouldn't let.
You can't leave without getting permission.
Okay. The Cash App is, help me out, baby, because you know I'm getting old and it's late.
Okay.
What is it?
It is $ BLAC family.
BLAC family.
Yes, black without the K.
Okay.
Family.
Gotcha. Got it. I just put it up.
Or whatever come that way. To God be the glory for the things that He's done. She have 2 beautiful little girls, 8 and 11, and they will go to college. I'm all about education and doing for yourself, and I'm all about saving. God pinch a penny and save it in a heartbeat. I want them to have the best just because Shae's gone.
What were you about
I don't
to
want
say?
them to have to struggle. I was going to say, oh, Lord, Reid, I'm getting old now. Oh, Jesus. You shouldn't have stopped me. Let's see. Okay. I'm so tired. Jesus, what was I going to say? It was very important.
Yeah, I know. Michael cut it up.
Sorry.
Right before she gave the cash app. Everybody that is on, make sure that you guys hit that.
Her daughter's going to college, and you're gonna make sure they fulfill the destiny that what she wanted them to do. I think that's where you were going.
No, she said that afterwards, but she was saying something else, and Marco cut through there with that. I want everybody that is live now to make sure that you hit the Cash App $BLAC family. BLAC.
Oh yeah, it came back to me. It's $BLAC family. Listen, y'all, this right here. I just hope I just don't get so full thinking about it. But I started ministering. I was a Jonah. I ran for it a long time. Reid, you remember you told me, you said, Miss Cat, you gonna preach? I'm like, who?
Yeah.
Remember that years ago. So when I, started walking in my call and I became preaching, I'm assistant pastor, and I'm helping my dad, and started preaching a few years ago. All this time I've been using my mama robes because that meant the world to me. She died, and I got a couple of her robes. Do you not know this sister Mother's Day? She said, Mama, Shae, I'm not going to let nobody buy you a robe before me. She said, look in the mail. You got something coming. I'm like, a robe, Shae? She said, Mama, I can't not let nobody else buy your robe first. She bought my preaching robe first. And I preached in it Mother's Day Sunday, and she was not able to come and see me preaching it. That's the only thing. She never saw me preaching it, but That sister made sure her mom, she bought her mama.
Yes,
I could have bought my own robe. And I didn't want to get it. And I was hoping and praying in my spirit, Lord, let my kids buy my first robe. And after she bought the first one, then Cliff said, well, y'all ain't going to leave me out. I'm going to buy you one too, Mama. So he bought me one too. But she bought my first preaching robe. I'm so proud of that. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's up on the screen, $BLAC family. And I used to watch Miss Cat and Shae break a church in half in seconds. When they would get the mic and start singing.
Singing and shouting. Singing and shouting.
Yep. That's what they do.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lord.
That's what they do.
Yeah.
And Cliff.
And
they do it.
And Pat will be there. God, that will be crazy.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
yeah.
Lord.
And Cliff, Shae will hold you hostage at your keyboard, singing,
always.
And y'all playing all day long.
You already know. She wouldn't let me and Dante go.
No. Wow. Okay. Well, thank y'all so much for sharing this, because I wanted them to know.
And I know this was a way. I know this was a way for you to release, and I you know, everybody grieves and release their way, you know.
Yeah.
And I know this was a way for you to release and get it out, and you know, I understand that.
Yeah.
And thank you for having us on. But my girl, she loved both of y'all, Marco and Reid. Y'all were men of God. When I mention and I look at you all the time, and Reid be going so far, and it just tickle me sometimes. I say, I know because I'm a mama like your mama, South Carolina mama. I said, Lord, I know Reid know not to go but too far, saying his little words like that, almost curse word. I know your mama be saying, let me hear it come out now, little fella.
That's right. You're exactly right. Okay. Well, did you have any, you know when it's the funeral arrangement is going to be?
I know nothing right now.
Okay. All right.
We just got back home about 8 o'clock.
Okay.
No.
All right.
But I'm gonna, you know, I told you I'm gonna text it to you. I'm gonna send it to you.
All right. All right. Y'all take care and thank you.
Y'all pray for us. Pray for us.
We are.
Pray for us. Pray for us. Pray for us.
We are. All right.
Thank you so much.
All right. No,
appreciate you.
Hey, what's up, Jeff? Man, it's a lot. That's a strong woman. I don't even know how to. Gosh, she was a good girl. Okay. Well, I hope that everyone were able to, you know, get a good idea of the kind of person that Shae was. And if she was here right now, I can only imagine what she would be doing. All these people up here for me. Okay, let's sing. Let's get everybody to sing. Let's start singing this. Okay. You're welcome, Greg. All right. It's so much to it's a lot of great memories. A lot of great memories. A lot of great memories. Okay. Yeah, sing that part. Sing this part. Sing that part. Yeah. Okay. We're going to take the baton. We're going to take the baton that was left, and then we are going to chase our dreams, cross the finish line. How bad it didn't make it and finish it. So we're gonna finish it. I know you are, Joe. I know you are. And then all those memories. There's a lot of memories. Like she was at the house for months, and then this is years. It's a lot. This is a lot. But I tell you this, it is a lesson. Oh, it's a lesson. It's a lesson. Now I know what people be saying when they're grieving. I got it now, and I understand it. I also, certain things are not going to matter as much anymore to me, especially if I got a real connection and love the person. You know, not these niggas. And I would never not answer the phone for somebody that mean a lot to me. Taken for granted, I call them back later. I won't do that no more. Oh my God. Okay. All right. I will talk to you guys later. And the Lord bless you all. Oh, baby, I answered my phone. I just didn't that time. Yeah, but exactly. Yes, she loved me. We loved each other. And we took care of each other. We took care of each other. That's the reason why. But like they said, I can't be upset. She was private. And she ain't gonna share. I can't be upset that she didn't let me know. Can't be upset with that. It's her business. Yeah, I remember that, Jermaine. Man, there are singers everywhere. Hey, Lady Robin. Okay. Very private. Yes, very private. Mm. Okay. Well, God bless. I'll check with you guys later. And thank you so much for streaming and downloading The Blood. That's why I said today was like two different things. It's my first gospel song I wrote in years released today, and it wasn't supposed to. Then Shae passes today. I won't ever forget October the 8th. Ever. This has been very interesting. So many lessons, so much clarity. All right. I'm gonna let you guys go. Chat to you later. Yeah, it released today. But who cares? I mean, I shouldn't say who cares. I shouldn't say that. I didn't mean to say that. Sorry, Lord, Jesus, angels, whoever. Thank you for giving me the song. But I'm just saying, it's like, how can I celebrate the release of my single and the loss of my sister? When the single wouldn't be on any music if it had been for her pushing me saying, you can sing, you can write, that's a little deep. And I placed that proper later. But right now it's like, darn, man. Mm. Mm. Yeah. Yeah. I got that. I got it. Yeah, it was accidentally released. So it was supposed to be November the 12th. Yeah. That's what somebody was saying, Jermaine. Do something in her honor. If we can get like Tara, Eric, all these singers, Mike, who were connected to her, get one of her songs and everybody get on it in her honor. That would feel right. I will be down with that. Just let me know. Just send me the part I supposed to sing. I got a studio here in my house, and I sing my part and send it in. Yeah. Yeah. You right. In her honor, Robin Tara said yes. You see, we need to do that. Jermaine, you can put that together. Yeah, that 8 is my number. It's gonna be. I will never forget this day. I learned so many lessons today, and it's your birthday. Thanks. Yeah. Mm. Mm. I need a good night's sleep tonight, Jesus. Yes, I talked to him the Sunday. I told him he was speechless. Yeah. Yeah, Prentice. Yeah. She always was, yeah. But I just feel like, I wished I was supposed to help her do this last thing and I wasn't able to do it. Mm. Good way to look at that, Kay. But some people gonna have a problem with that. I couldn't get away from it. They were supposed to not do that. Thank you, Rob. But can you imagine how I feel about that though? It's it's, it's a little weird and strange. 'Cause all day I done planned. I sort of got on somebody's live as an influencer and talked about it. I, I was like, bump all that. I couldn't do that. I was sitting over here crying. I couldn't do that. I'm really not looking forward to this funeral. Jesus Christ. I'm just being 100% real. I'm not looking forward to that. If somebody who know how to do a funeral, you got to do a funeral where it's celebrating the person. You can't take me down into certain stuff. Oh, you do? Okay, well, something got to be done. Hmm. Wow. Thank you. What you mean, Marco? What you mean help? What can I? She wants to sit back and let you and others plan. What you mean? Bishop. I don't I don't know about that one. It's yes, it's too much for her and Bishop. I understand. But Darren, I mean too much better. Get somebody okay, so I need to call Rodney Raines. Well, plan what? Tara is in here. And where is it gonna be? And what day? Because you know I'll be on set. Marco, how about this? You plan it, and then you let me know what I need to do. That's easy. Let's call Vincent. I had to put everything on hold because we're in the middle of projects. The team can do it. The team can do it, and just let me overlook, and I tell you what needs to happen. What you mean, Marco? When did she say that to you?
Yeah, she said she said that Shae has a lot of young preachers and ministers as friends. No, she has everybody. No, she know everybody. She said it's too much for her. No, they just buried their sister, their grandma. Cliff's wife just died a couple of years ago. She said it's too much for them to do. And she said she really wanted you and a couple of other people. I'll tell you later. A couple of other people to just plan it, and bring it a good way in Shae's like flavor. Because she said they want her and Bishop McLeod has gone through a lot, and he's not doing well.
I can't imagine.
You know, Shae and him was tight.
That's his baby.
Right, they were tight, and so she was like, her and him, we want to sit back and chill, and you guys do it. But I'm sure between tomorrow, she'll reach out, because she's going to bed now. But
Okay.
so she's gonna reach out and let you know.
Okay, so we're gonna need to get Philip Jr. We're gonna have to get Fayetteville. That's the only thing. I just don't think I know. It's like from our time we were all together. Owen, Anthony can pull the choir together.
Well,
Because that'll pull a Bundle Life, because she was at Bundle Life for a while.
but she's they're not sure because it just happened today, and
Yeah, they'll let us know.
yeah.
Yeah.
So she's tired.
That woman is strong.
She called me, and I'm looking for her to be like crying. Hey, Marco, I'm like,
That's how she did when she called me. I'm like, I don't know.
I said, I don't know who you are. And when I said that, then she got a little emotional. I said, I don't know who you are. I said, how could you? But she got a little emotional. She pulled right out of it.
Right out of it.
Talking about.
She can't. She can't. Thank you, Barry. It is Octo 8 and 8.
Yeah.
She can't. She can't. That's not close her and Shae would. There's no way in the world she can't go there. It's gonna have to be after everything. There's no way for her to do that. She's probably not gonna feel it till she wake in the morning.
But being that she sat with Shae for weeks and held her hand and was there for her to
God told her before that can make all the difference.
She probably I know she's gonna feel it later, but she probably won't have no break. She probably did all her crying and stuff during the process.
Now, if I put a Marco, I'm had to call. We had to do mass, had to be spaced out, and folk who gonna be on stage need to get COVID tested. So I don't need to be involved, because I make it like the Reformation experience.
Well, that's great for her to contact you about. I mean, because she said she wants you to assist, and She's supposed to give me a call tomorrow. We'll probably talk tomorrow and then real work, and I'll let her know. But she says, "Thank you so much for everything."
Whose church was she at? Now, you know, Shae always singing at folk church. So, and usually the church she sing at, sometimes she joined. So she should have a. You don't know?
I don't know. All I know is she was living in Raleigh, I believe. I don't know where she was at, but she'd been like sick for a while.
Yeah, in 3 weeks.
No, she's been sick. She was sick for a while. Over the
She
2 weeks.
had something that happened in February, and it was a decline after that. But she was sick the last 3 weeks. Yeah, what she told me.
I'll tell you that later. Okay.
My head is hurting.
This is unbelievable.
Michael, who would have thought that we would be going to Shae's funeral? I can't wrap my mind around it. Not Shae.
It's unbelievable.
I mean,
and then to keep it, that is Shae. God knows it's Shae. Not to tell nobody. And I said, well, if she was trying to contact Reid, she could have contacted me. She said, no, Marco. She said Shae was private. She said she didn't want nobody to know. I mean, it was just, you know. No.
Because she would call me and I answer the phone call. I did, Michael. This no one even. I told her she called me.
I remember you telling me.
It was a couple months ago.
But the thing is, I don't think she would have said it then. I said, Miss Cat.
No, she wouldn't have said it. I know she
wouldn't have. I said if she would have texted Larry and said, Larry, I'm sick. I said Larry would have dropped everything right then and contacted.
She was not going to tell.
I know she wouldn't have. She
wouldn't have told me that. Come on, there's some business stuff she went through before. She didn't tell me afterwards. She wasn't going to tell me that.
She probably will tell you. She probably will tell you until she got better.
I know that's what she would have done. But the thing, my thought was, because that day when she called me, I remember we was doing something, and I said I call her back. Man, I'm not doing that anymore with nobody that's important. Never again.
You never know. I tell you, you never know.
Al Morgan, that name sounds so familiar to me. Sounds real familiar. Santel played there, didn't he? Santel used to play that church. I think he did. Yes, he did.
I don't know.
So they should be involved in doing that. We gotta find out. Miss Pat, I know. I mean, Miss Cat, I know. Well, all right, you guys. I guess we'll be posting funeral arrangement whenever Miss Cat give them to me.
Are you good?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm good. I went through the worst of it. I mean, just about being Miss Cat, and she talking about how Shae fits what, and that's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. Yeah, Jeremy Mayberry. Yeah. See, these guys are going to be broke down.
Even the other guy, Jeff, I seen him posting there. Yeah, Jeff and Jeremy, they travel together, sing together.
I don't know how Owen, Anthony, them, how the Keith dude, and I saw Pedro. I ain't seen Pedro in years.
Who's
Then
that?
I don't. You remember Pedro? We met Pedro through Shae. I don't know how.
Keith Keith texted me and said that this live really helped him.
Oh, well, I'm so glad to hear that. I'm glad.
He said it really helped him.
Good, good, because I'm mm,
Yeah.
right. Robin was singing so. Mm. Yes, sir. I will never not. Now, there's some folk ain't got no business with your number, but I'm saying because you just take it for granted. That's how I just call shit back. Especially say I was calling with just if she called, it don't have to be nothing. Why ain't you call me? I watch Larry live all the time. I'm like, these people do not even know him the way I know him. You want to answer my call? That's say I'm not about to get on the phone with you and fuss for 30 minutes. And then,
Lord.
but had I known that
Hmm.
was going to be my last conversation with her, it wouldn't have went like that. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? And that's dangerous because I be saying something ain't got no business saying. Mm, I bet she did. If Shae at a church singing and working, she's gonna honor and respect and love wherever she's working. So if she was there working there, I'm sure she did.
Oh Jesus! Remind you, I have so many. Chiefs was just talking about. I have so many memories,
How
so
could we
many
not?
stories. And the thing is, Larry, in some relationships there are bad and good. I have nothing but good memories of Shae. Nothing but good ones.
Yeah.
I don't ever recall us fussing. Well, y'all
You
fuss.
know, it ain't how she was. She not about to have that.
Yeah, but me and her never fussed. Except we were trying to beg me to make something I might want to make or cook something I might want to cook.
That was the
And I
that
end,
was that was
and I end
how
up right. And I end up going to the store and getting the anyway after I say I'm tired. Don't feel like doing
because she
nothing.
knew how to get her way.
Right. And I ain't gonna never look at ice cream again the same way, being that Shae had to have ice cream. Ice cream and cake. I think it was strawberry, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
How about when like we would fix something and like Shae looks at she's so,
She gets so excited. And
oh my
do you remember her tickling Bishop, her granddaddy?
yes.
And how tickled he would get?
Yeah. Oh my god. Mm.
They were cut up like little kids in the grocery store and in the restaurant we go out to eat on Sundays. Her
I
and
don't
him.
that I know he is going to I can't even imagine. He loves Shae.
Mm. And she'd be right up on them.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, y'all saw the Cash app where we're sending our condolences in the form of cash. Cash your condolences. $ BLAC family. Um, you can be there if this live touched you and helped you versus sending it to the NBN network. Send it to Shae family, the survivors.
Junior, that's Junior Henley. What's up, man?
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever when the mama let me know something, I let y'all know something.
Cool.
Hmm. All right. See you guys later, and take care of yourself, and God bless you. And oh, Let me promote this here single, child. Where this thing at? Okay, the name of the single is Search Larry D. Reid on iTunes and play and stream and download the Blood. When you go in there, you're gonna see a whole bunch of songs. I've done all different songs, all different types and kinds of songs. So, but make sure you play the Blood, stream it. I'm gonna ask you if you got a Spotify account, just turn it on, do on a repeat stream, and just turn it down and go to sleep. Let the Blood play throughout your house all night long. Same thing, Apple Music. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. And I'll see you guys later. The Blood is on Spotify too. Yeah, it's on Spotify. Thank you so much, Robin, for supporting. If you don't download music no more, just stream it over and over. Repeat. All right. Goodbye.